Good morning. I just kind of wanted to go over with you the process to obtain your Carte Vitale in France. For us, it was not, we were not able to complete it online. We could not create an account without having the Carte Vitale. So everything had to go through mail. And I'll show you the form that you have to send in. You can go to CPAM's website and download the form if you did not get it at your OFI appointment. And so here we go. So this is the form that you will send in. You will fill in your name and your first name. If you have a French Social Security number, you'll fill that in, but most of us will probably leave that blank. Your date of birth, your city and country of birth, your nationality, which for most of us will be other, your French address and your French phone number. And then if you don't have a personal address but send it to a business, you can enter that in there. Your situation regarding employment, and then the date that you arrived in France, and then you'll sign and date it. And then here's the documents that they want: photocopy of your passport, photocopy of your visa, or if you have your actual resident card at this point, you can send that in as well. Copy of your birth certificate, a copy of if you're doing any professional activity, they want documentation regarding that, and then a copy of something that proves your residence in France. For us, we just sent a copy of our lease. It has to be less than 6 months old, I believe. And then none of this applied to us. So once you gather all those documents and fill out that form, you'll mail it into your local CPM office, which for us was Strasbourg. We mailed our information in January, and then we got a document in February requesting more documentation, which I think we have been told they will always do that. They will always request something extra. For me, they just wanted a copy of my passport and visa again, and copy of the birth certificate. I sent in both an untranslated and translated copy. And then for Dave, it required all those documents. He just sent in an untranslated copy of his birth certificate, and then he needed documentation that he had verified his visa within the 3 months of coming into the country, which he did have that documentation. So sent those in. I think I sent mine in immediately in February. He had to wait to get a copy of his birth certificate, so I don't think he sent his in until March, maybe. It was like a month after mine. And so you didn't hear anything until late May. I got documentation that gave me my French Social Security number, and that everything had been approved and is being finalized, and to wait to hear. And I think not long after that, it was only like a couple of weeks, I got documentation to send in my photo. So we went to the photo mat at the grocery store, got some official photos done, and then I mailed it back in. And so then about the end of June, I actually got my Carte Vitale, and I can show you a redacted copy of that, and then it was done. And I think it was about a total of a 5-month process. I think Dave is running about a month behind me, so he just sent his photo in, so he should probably hopefully get his Carte Vitale at the end of July. And then that was the process. It really wasn't too bad. And then we have our Carte Vitale, and then next up is renewing our visas, because we're almost up at 1 year, and you have to apply between 2 to 3 months before your visa expires to renew it. And so that will be the next step. Until then, au revoir.